Diet culture has been feeding us some lies about weight loss. And when we're hearing these things, after a while, we start to believe them. So I wanted to bust some myths and some lies that we've been believing about weight loss in this episode. All right, let's go. Welcome to the Overweighted Podcast, where we get real about the struggles of being obese and needing to lose a whole lot of weight. My name's Malaika. I'm your host, weight loss mentoring coach. Join me on my personal weight loss journey to lose about 200 pounds, and as I share my very real experiences, plus some simple, successful, and sustainable weight loss tips and mindset shifts so that we can mark lose weight off of our to-do list for good. So there are some things that I wanted to talk about and some myths that I wanted to bust in this episode. And these are basically things that we've learned over the years from diet culture and things that we've started to believe about our weight loss journeys. And so I wanted to tell you the truth about 5 lies that we've been telling ourselves. And there are plenty more than 5, and we'll get to those in another episode, but we're going to start with these 5. All right, so lie number 1 is I have to exercise off this pizza that I ate. Or maybe your thing's not pizza. Maybe it's donuts or cupcakes or whatever your thing is. The lie that you've been telling yourself is that when you eat something maybe outside of your plan, you have to go exercise it off. So I want to free you from that lie and let you know you do not have to earn your food. You don't earn your food. You eat your food. All right. You do not have to earn your food. You do not have to punish yourself with exercise for something that you've eaten. And so I want you to get to a place where you totally disassociate food that you ate from exercising. So exercise for all of the wonderful benefits that you get from exercise. Don't think that because you ate something, you have to exercise that thing off. The other thing with that is that our bodies don't really work like that anyway. Just because you eat something, it doesn't mean that when you go to exercise that those are the particular calories that you're burning off at that time. And also, probably the amount of calories that you're burning is a lot less than what you probably think you're burning anyway. So I want to free you from that. Don't think that just because you ate something off plan that you have to go exercise it off or try to punish yourself for eating that thing. Be free in eating it. And then just get yourself right back on plan. And also, don't think of exercise as punishment. Like I said, think of exercise as something I'm doing to benefit my body, not something I'm using as punishment for myself. All right, so that's lie number 1. I have to exercise off this blank I ate, whatever that blank is for you. All right, lie number 2. I hate my body. I want to lose weight. I hate my body. I want to lose weight. When you love yourself better, you will love yourself better. Okay, so we can't hate ourselves healthy. We have to get out of this mindset that I hate the way I look or I hate the way I feel, and so I want to fix myself. Because when we don't like things, we don't tend to want to take care of them, right? So we have to learn to love ourselves, because when we love ourselves, then we want to take care of ourselves better. And that's how we're going to get ourselves healthy. So we have to really reframe the way we're thinking. And yes, we don't like every little thing about ourselves or our bodies, but we can't hate ourselves better. If you go and listen to podcast episode number 10, I give you some tips on how to love yourself better, some tips for self-love. And that's how you're going to get yourself healthier, because when you love yourself more, like I said, you want to do more positive and healthy things for yourself. And that's how you're going to lose the weight. So we don't hate ourselves healthy. We love ourselves healthy. The third lie that we may be telling ourselves in our weight loss journey is that it's just calories in versus calories out, so it doesn't matter what I eat. And yes, as I mentioned before, especially for those of us that have maybe over 50 pounds to lose, 100, even 200 pounds to lose or more, It boils down to calories in versus calories out. You want to create that calorie deficit, and your body is going to turn the food into energy. And so we need to have more energy going out than what we're consuming and the energy coming in. However, it does matter what you eat, because the different things that we eat are going to affect us differently. And so different types of food, they're used by our body differently. They make us feel different when we're eating one food versus another. It affects your mood, it affects your skin, it affects, like I said, how you feel, how much energy you have. And for that reason, it does matter what we eat. And even though it boils down to calories in versus calories out, we want to make sure that we're feeding our bodies with more of the healthier options versus some of the less healthy options. So it does matter what we eat, even though it's calories in versus calories out. Okay, the fourth lie that we're telling ourselves, and this is probably a big one for some of you. I know this was an issue for me, and I'm still working on not saying this, but the fourth lie about our weight loss journeys is, I know this blank is bad and I shouldn't eat it. So maybe I know this donut is bad and I shouldn't eat it. I know this bag of chips is bad and I shouldn't eat it. I want to free you from that and tell you that food is neutral. Food is neutral. We can't look at food as good or bad. Food has no morality, right? It's what we think about the food. So we really need to get out of that mindset that there are foods that are bad and start looking at foods as maybe there are some foods that are more nutritious than others. There are some foods that are healthier options than others, but we don't want to look at it as good and bad, because what can happen is if we're looking at a food as bad, then we start down this shame spiral when we eat that food, right? If we're putting the morality on food and saying this thing is bad, and then you're eating that thing, and so you're saying, I'm eating this bad thing, and so therefore I am bad, because it's bad morally, that thing that you're eating. So we have to take that morality off of the food and look at food as neutral. It's not good or bad. Just look at it as maybe there's more nutritious options. There's something healthy versus not as healthy, but we have to get to a point where we stop saying and stop thinking of things as bad. Because like I said, when we have it, then subconsciously we start telling ourselves that we're bad because we had that bad thing. So free yourself from that. Like I said, it's something even I'm still working on, and I will catch myself saying every once in a while, but food is neutral. The last lie that I want to give you some truth about today, and actually I did talk about this in episode number 31 where I talked about losing belly fat, but lie number 5, this diet, pill, drink, product, or exercise, etc., will burn my belly fat or your thigh fat or your arm fat, right? Like I talked about, we cannot spot reduce fat. You can do exercises to build muscle in certain areas of your body, but you can't do any exercise or take any product that's going to reduce fat in a certain area of your body. So save yourself some money and just know that as you continue on your weight loss journey and build those healthy habits, that you eventually will lose the fat in the areas that you want to lose it. Our bodies will lose the fat when it's ready to release the fat from that area. So go back and listen to podcast episode number 31 where I talk about losing belly fat, because I do give you some actual tips that will help you lose fat overall. And so it will help you lose that belly fat eventually. But just know you can't spot reduce fat. I know that's something that I see often out in diet culture. Just continue to build healthy habits that are going to serve you overall for a lifetime, and then you'll be able to lose the fat in those areas. All right. So there you go. That's 5 lies that we are telling ourselves about our weight loss journey. And I'm going to come back at some point and share more, because there are plenty more. Let me know which one of those 5 lies resonated with you the most. Come post it inside of Transformation Tribe. It's my free community where you can get support and accountability and some more tips and resources for your weight loss journey. And you can join me in there at malaikaburley.com/network. I would love to have you and love to connect with you more. because in there we are breaking free from diet culture. We're building healthy habits and becoming our best selves. Have an amazing day, and I will talk to you next time. All right, bye-bye. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you got any value out of this or something just really resonated with you, can you do me a favor and leave a review? It helps others find the show so that it could help them too. Also, I'd love to connect with you on other platforms. I'm Malaika Burley on IG and YouTube. And go grab my free webinar, The 5 Keys to Simple, Successful, and Sustainable Weight Loss at malaikaburley.com. And of course, all of those links are in the show notes. Thanks again and have a blessed day.